Hey guys, so this is week 7 and I'm just doing a quick update, but my toads have finally grown enough stuff at the bottom. So you can see that there is very tall grass, and then also I have some broccoli sprouts and some chia sprouts and also some clovers. And those I just put in a few days ago, but they already started popping up, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add the quails. So these are all the quails, and they seem to kind of remember what this was because this is what they grew up in, or I don't know, maybe they're just excited about the grass that they can pick at. So since they're 7 weeks old, I looked really close up and you can see that their eye part and their ear is not yellow anymore. There's gonna be a little bit close up later, but they are pretty much full grown, and I haven't seen any eggs yet. I mean, I know that you're not supposed to expect them until 8 weeks, but some people say that their button quails start laying at like 6 weeks. So no eggs yet for me. So I'm really glad that I finally finished my enclosure with the grass and the worms in there, and also some little sprouts growing. I would have liked the clovers to grow completely before I put them in, but I was just a little bit too excited. And if you guys have a cage, you know the struggle. But so I just wanted to show you guys these. But the other side, so this is 1 hour after I put them in, and then I added the little houses, and then they're still kind of exploring a little bit. And because I added the houses, I put a new nesting material in there as well. But I wanted to show you guys the other side. So the other side is, if you saw from the beginning, it was like really full of grass, but you can see that there are paths now, and they're kind of picking, you know, which part they like. And you know, they're not really eating this side or digging it up or anything that I can see, but I think they're enjoying their new home as I enjoy watching them. And then I'm just gonna show you guys this little corner side over here. So like I said, I have the worms in there, and they started digging for them. I don't know if they found the worms or why they started digging. I don't know, maybe they just like eating the roots. But yeah, so what I was saying is I don't like the cage, because the cage, like when they eat, they kind of shake, and when they go into the sand pit, they kind of shake it out of the cage, and then around the cage is just like a big huge mess. And then on my last video I had the wood chips in it just for the last week that I was gonna leave them in the cage, and the wood chips were just all over the table and all over the floor, and I did not like cleaning that up. I mean, it's fine, but I just would rather have them in this tote so that they don't make such a big mess. But I don't know if you guys understand what I mean, but like the only thing I don't like about these totes is that you can see that it's not clear like glass, so it's kind of foggy when I try to shoot video on the outside. But the inside is very nice, and I'm super proud of it. I don't know if you guys wanna detailed of how I did it, but it's pretty much, I just put some dirt down, and then I had grass seeds growing in it for about 2 weeks. And then after the 2 weeks, I a couple days before the week was up, the second week, I had put in some other sprouts, like easy sprouts like clovers and chias and broccoli seeds. And I'm also growing some stuff on the side just to feed them with if they run out of the sprouts inside of the cage. This is just in case, and it's also because I wanted to try to do microgreens. So I have 3 trays of stuff on the side. And this is my golden pearl. She is not with us anymore, so I wanted to show a few pictures of her as she grew up and how she was. she was one of the only ones that was really excited when we came around. So whenever we walked by the cage, even if we didn't have food with us, she would be up, you know, right by the edge, trying to look at us and, you know, be very friendly with us. So I'm really sad that we lost this one, but I just want to show you a few pictures and say that it sucks that we lost this one, but hopefully, you know, I can get some other ones that look like this maybe in the future. But this is what she looked like before we lost her. She was this big, and yeah, she was the most friendly out of all of them to us. She was I don't know if she was picked on by the others, but her feathers kept getting messed up, so I think maybe she was. But she was very nice to us, so I just wanted to do a little, you know, let you guys know that I don't have her anymore. And yeah. I keep seeing people talk about this water feeder for, you know, small animals, but they say that you can use it on your button quails and it'll be less of a mess inside of the cage. So if you guys don't know, I had the other water feeder where it's a little bowl and then the water drips into the bowl, but then since I had the wood chips, it kept getting full of wood chips and then it would soak up the water and then it would be really messy, and I didn't like to clean it. So I bought this thing at PetSmart today, and this is them checking it out for the first time. And I just was recording because I wanted to see if they would know how to use it before I don't know, showed them where the water comes from. But yeah, I just kind of drilled a hole and I stuck it through. These are originally for cages so that you can put it in between the cage bars. And it looks like they know that it's full of water because they keep pecking at the top or around it, but they just don't know how to get to the water. And it looks like you can see at the tip that they don't know what it is at all. And then I'm just gonna kind of go to the side view so you guys can get a better view of the side to see if they, oh, so now they're interested in what I'm doing. They're like, why is she doing this all close up? There we go. Now they're starting to figure out that that's where the water comes from. And yeah, so if you guys are interested in seeing or trying to replace your water thing, this thing does actually work. I mean, it takes them a little bit, but it wasn't that long before they figured out where to find the water. And since I have plants in there, they can just eat the plants for water, but I wanted to make sure that they were having enough water by putting this thing in. And yeah, they're getting more interested. They still try to peck at the top, you see, to try to get more water, I think. I don't know. But other than that, I think that they know what to do now. But if you don't want to buy this thing, you can also make your own water feeder for them. And all you take is a bottle and you flip it upside down and then you glue the cap to the base where the water is gonna be, and then you drill some holes, and then every time you fill it up, it will, you know, drip water for them. So you can use a circle base or a square base. I used a square base for this one just because I was gonna put it in my enclosure in the corner, but since I bought the water, I don't need this anymore, and I'm glad that they enjoyed using the water instead. And if you think you want to try it, I suggest you should, because it's very helpful, and I don't know, I just like it more than the messiness of the water. I need to find a new way to feed them too. So if you guys have any ideas of like a cleaner way to feed them, I seen this one thing where you put a Tupperware in there and then you cut out holes so that they can stick their head in and eat. But for now, they're just eating the grass and stuff, and if they get too hungry, I'll put a handful of like the feed I made. Thanks for watching. Hopefully next week I have an egg to show you. But if not, I will still have new updates and see how my enclosure works out for them. So don't forget to subscribe, and if you have any questions, comment below.